Hey, what's up guys? This is Greg with OM Gadgets back with another video. And today I'm going to compare the cameras on the Nexus 6P and the iPhone SE. We have very similar spec cameras, both of them are 12 megapixels, and we have the Nexus 6P with an f2.0 aperture, and it claims to have very good low light performance by having the 1.55 micron size pixels, and we have the iPhone SE with an f2.4 aperture. So we're going to see how it compares. The disclaimer that I'm going to give is that all the photos I took, I did not focus on anything. I let the phone do all the focusing. I made sure HDR was turned on. And for videos, I shot all of them in 4K. And again, I did not focus on anything. I just let the phone take care of everything. So let's take a look at what we got. Okay, we're going to start this camera comparison off with a picture from the Nexus 6P outdoors in good lighting. I really like this photo. The colors are very accurate, especially here on the bull and on the grass. However, you can see in the background that the clouds are not very well exposed. So let's look at the iPhone. As you can see, the clouds are much better exposed in this photo. However, it looks like this image is a lot cooler than the one that the Nexus 6P made. Also, the colors aren't as accurate. Let's move on to a picture of some flowers that I took with the Nexus 6P. Again, this is a very good image. The colors very much seem to pop. We have very warm colors on this one, and the color accuracy is not bad. If we look at the one taken by the iPhone, it's very hard to distinguish it from the one that was taken by the Nexus 6P. The only comment I could give here is the iPhone seems to be sharpening the leaves a little bit more than the Nexus 6P. Now we've moved on to an image taken by the Nexus 6P in relatively low light with no flash. As you can see, there are pretty good details. There's not a whole lot of light in this situation when I was taking this photo. And looking at the iPhone, you can see that there's a lot more noise in this picture. It just looks grainy, and a lot of the details are lost. If you look at the piece of the bookshelf next to the VR headset, you can see that you can almost see no detail in it. However, the Nexus 6P had plenty of detail in that part. Now we're moving on to the same photo taken with a flash with the Nexus 6P. So here you can see that the flash isn't very intrusive. It's still giving a good image. You can see a little bit of reflection on the top right corner of the VR headset, but otherwise I think this is a pretty solid performance. Looking at the iPhone, the flash does save the day for this phone. However, I think the Nexus 6P did turn out a much better image with the flash. But then again, that is for each person to decide for themselves. Now let's look at a selfie taken by the Nexus 6P. I'm not much of a selfie taker, however, I wanted to give the comparison for this video. As you can see, it's not doing a bad job. It's not a very high resolution camera. I think it's only 5 megapixels, and it's a fairly good amount of detail. However, when you compare it to the front-facing camera on the iPhone SE, you can see that it's really just bad. It does not keep up with the Nexus 6P front-facing camera in any way. Now, I know that one of the specs that Apple skimped on with the iPhone SE was the front-facing camera. It is only a 1.2 megapixel shooter, and basically it's only good for Skype calls. Don't be taking any selfies if you don't have to with this phone. Alright, this is the front-facing camera video comparison test. As you can see, I have fairly good light in this room. Both cameras are recording me with the front-facing cameras right now. You be the judge, which one of these you like better. Sorry that my eyes are looking one way or the other. I'm looking at two different phones right now recording me. And we're walking across the street now, just to give a sample of what voice recording will sound like when you're walking with your video recording camera. Alright guys, I got a special treat for you for this camera comparison. I took both of the phones to the last heavy metal show that I went to. I think a heavy metal show would be a good way to stress test the microphone capabilities as well as the low light recording capabilities on video while having flashing lights and all the other things that you would expect to see at a concert. So let me know what you think. Alright guys, so we got two very nice cameras on smartphones here. I'm going to have to say that the Nexus 6P is better in all low light situations, including photo and video, as well as having a much better front-facing camera compared to the iPhone. Now the iPhone does look like it actually handles video better. It has much nicer stabilization. The sound is debatable. I think it's better on the Nexus 6P, but overall I would say you get a better video with the iPhone SE. And shooting in photo in in normal light conditions, I would say it comes down to your personal preference. And that's really all I have to say about the differences in these cameras. Either way, you're going to get a good camera with whatever phone you have. Guys, let me know what you think of the music track that you see in this video. I actually put it together myself. If you like it, let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to subscribe to OM Gadgets if you like what you see on this channel. I'll be putting out more videos in the future. Alright, that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.